Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining another episode of the Down South Sports Roundtable. Mark, bro, we're back at it, bro. And
Yes,
it's been a hell of a last week, man. Of
man.
sports.
What you telling me, man? It's been crazy. It's been crazy.
Yeah,
It's a lot
yeah,
of up and downs, and a lot of stuff we didn't expect. But that's the sports world.
yeah. So, man, hey, bro. First, you know what I mean. I wanna thank all the new subscribers that's tuning in to our YouTube channel. Thank you for all the love and support that we get, especially a lot of the shorts that we put in. So,
Definitely
hey, thank you for all that. Thank you for that from
appreciate
both of us, man. Appreciate y'all, man. But hey, before I kick it off, man, we're gonna talk. Well, before we would dive into college football, um, hey, I gotta, what I mean, we gotta give a little moment of silence, man, for the people up in New Orleans, man, because that was a horrendous act. You know what I mean? Of things that it affect the all sports world. So, hey, you know what I mean? My prayers go out to all the people that was affected in New Orleans. Mark, you want to speak on it, man, before we dive
you.
into college football?
Yeah, definitely. Everybody knows. Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but yeah, we are from Mobile.
Yep,
We call New Orleans our next door neighbors.
yep,
So New Orleans is only like an hour, 30 minutes, if that, depending on how fast you're driving from us in Mobile. So yeah, we always go to New Orleans, and mostly everybody in Mobile are Saints fans. Just
yeah,
about. But except for a couple of us, but yeah, man, it's kind of like the second town that we love always. And I was thinking the other day, man, how much we used to be on Bourbon Street at
oh yeah,
18 years old. So
I
yeah,
mean
man.
high school.
Yeah, exactly. Man. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely prayers go out to everybody in New Orleans, and what happened. Tragic, cowardly event that took
yeah,
on. That
yeah.
that was crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad they
I'm
they scoured the city. It took care of everything that they needed
Yep,
to get that game off, to get the Sugar Bowl off.
yep.
Um, the game, I mean, oh my
But
great
yeah, that Sugar Bowl, man. Let's dive into that, bro. With
man,
Georgia Notre Dame. Um, I
wow.
wasn't expecting that, man.
Yeah,
I was
me.
I was honestly expecting a close game though.
Yeah,
With the score being 23-10, uh, you could kind of say it was a close game in a sense, but
it
Notre
really was.
Dame gave them the hammer, bro,
They
and they
did.
embarrassed the SEC.
They did. They really did. And I know, and I think the game definitely would have been better with
Yeah,
Carson playing. I mean, for
yep,
sure. And I think a lot of people would say that too. They were down a receiver or two, but hey, people have injuries, and you lose people all the time in football, so no excuses at all. But
oh yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
They handed it to them the whole game. Like you said, the score wasn't. It doesn't look like a blowout by the score, but if you watch the game, Notre Dame dominated.
Notre
Georgia.
Dame dominated, bro. Like I'm gonna take more. If I would have told you, or somebody would have told me before the game that Notre Dame quarterback would go 15 for 24, 90 yards passing with one touchdown, and they running back went for 14 carries and 80 yards, that they'll beat Georgia. I would have took that bet all day, saying
Exactly.
no way in hell that was
No
gonna happen.
way. No way it would have happened. You wouldn't have thought it to happen. And that's why I think definitely it would have been more of a offensive game for Georgia if Carson Beck was playing. But at the same time, I put a lot of the blame on the offensive coordinator because I don't know if he just didn't trust Gunner, because
Yeah,
Gunner, he has an arm now. I mean, he was making some great throws. He has a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
power. He was making
yeah.
precision throws. So I mean, at one point in time in the game, even the commentator was like, "You got to throw the ball. You have to throw the ball at this point in time just to even try to catch up." So I don't know if they didn't trust him or what, but
But it was a lot of mistakes from Georgia on that. It was some
yeah,
offsides with
yeah,
penalties going to kill you. You know what I mean?
hmm
If you win a penalty game, you get more penalties than your opponent. Most time you're gonna lose that game.
right.
It was a lot of drop passes too.
Yep, sure was. Exactly. It
So there
was.
ain't no offensive coordinator issue right
But
there.
you still got to keep throwing the ball. You can't stop.
But
You
they
can't
didn't run the
run.
ball either.
That's but
Yep.
they tried to. They
Yeah,
tried to run the
yeah.
ball.
He went for 11 carries and 38 yards.
Yeah, that's terrible.
They was stuffing. What Mark, you already know this, man, and you know I fuss about this all the time. I tell people at the youth level and people at high school level that what makes what makes you win a playoff game is two things. You having a dominant defense. You also change up what you do. Because if you're playing a full regular season, so these teams play 12, 13 games, you you already know that's 12, 13 games of film they have on you. You
Mm-hmm.
can't run it. You got tendencies. Get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like you have tendencies. If you play to those tendencies in a playoff game, we already know what you're about to do. What I
Yeah.
sent you the other day about the Alabama quarterback, Miro. When
Yeah.
it's a run play, when it's a run plays, his legs are staggered. When it's a pass play, his legs are straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, every time. I mean, and that what you sent me is definitely what they teach you in defensive meetings to
Yeah.
watch. You know,
Watch
coaches circle
that type
that.
of tendency.
Yeah, yeah, they circle that. So I
Yep.
mean, definitely, you know that gives a lot away that you
Yep.
don't want to give away. Definitely a big game like this. So I mean, Notre Dame was definitely on top of their game, schematically, offense and defensive wise. They, like I said, it wasn't a lot of prolific throwing and running going on, but because it was more so of a defense
It
about.
was the right time of play. They showed up at right moments, bro. That's really
Hmm.
what it was. It,
Yeah,
but it's one more third piece of what I was talking about earlier. Coaching.
yeah,
Kirby Smart got out coached.
he did, no doubt
He
about it.
got out coached.
And that's
And
why I said the offensive coordinator too. Exactly, they got out coached,
they
no
got
doubt about
out coached. So those three avenues ain't covered. You're gonna lose the game in a postseason matchup at any level. Youth level, middle school, high school, college, and NFL. Because if you notice, remember they was going for the punt and then they coached it. Hey, when the shot clock, I mean when the play clock get to like 20 seconds, I need y'all jet out the field. My offense coming on the field. Then what they
it.
had? What did defense do? They was like they're gonna go for it, but we need a defense to
Yep.
jump outside. That's
Hmm.
coach.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
you look at it, I don't even think they were gonna run a play. Soon as that dude crossed the line, number 11, what the center did, hike the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. They were prepared for it. They were prepared
Oh,
for it. Yep.
because they did that all year. You got
Yeah.
to do stuff that you haven't done all year in the playoffs.
Yeah. And when you watch film, like you said, when you watch film, you see small stuff
Yep,
that can leverage your team against your opponent.
yep,
So that definitely could have been something that they were watching and seeing on film. You know.
yep. So
So
I
definitely out coached.
out coach,
No
out
doubt
coach.
about it. That
They
that's
was
what
out
happened.
coach. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just a learning curve. I mean, Kirby Smart ain't no horrible coach, but you gonna have those games where you're gonna get out coached and out schemed. They pretty much got out coached. That's part of out coaching is out scheme.
Yeah.
And they showed up. They studied film. They
Mhm.
really did. They studied film. But
Mhm.
then if you notice, we're gonna talk more about college. If you notice, all the conference champions lost.
They sure did. They sure did. All the conference champions lost. The people who had the buys lost.
Yep.
So again, I mean that should bring into it. Just it brings into scheduling. It brings the scheduling aspect into mind with me.
Yeah.
If you know if they would have done the playoff, calendar, if they would have put the teams in based on actual, like I said, strength of schedules or what have you, who would have been in those positions then? What games would have been lost then? I don't know. That just brings that into my mindset. So I mean, it's not necessarily how it would have happened, but um,
I mean,
it
at
gets you
the
thinking.
end of the day, you still got to play ball.
You
You know
do,
what I'm
no
saying?
doubt,
Like,
no doubt about it.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, you still got to play ball.
Yeah,
Even if the schedule was to change and the seeding, people talk about the seeding. I mean, at the end of the day, you still gotta play ball.
you got to line up.
I mean, you gotta line it up, bro. So, like, look at this with Texas and Arizona. That was a great game. I
As
mean,
I
right now, that was probably that that game was better than the Notre Dame and Georgia game. That was a hell of a game.
Yeah,
That Arizona, Texas game.
Texas and Arizona State by far has been the best game so far.
Yeah,
No doubt about it.
that was a game. That was a real game. And Chad, what his name?
Cam Scatterboo.
Scatterboo. Hey, word of the day.
Scatterboo.
Hey, I'm a fan of him, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of him.
yeah. And I've been watching him all year. He runs like that all year long. He has run like that.
I didn't pay attention to him this year. That's my fault. You know what I mean? Mark, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Scatterboo around like we came from our era, bro.
He does. He's a power back, and that's what I was telling you earlier. As far as like he's one of those old school mentality type football players. It seems, and he has a real knack for football. He loves the game, and he wants to run you over.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, he ain't scared of it. He going. You know what I mean? He going to find that contact.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
When I come to the arm tackle.
No, not
Oh yeah. Hey, I want to. Hey, I wish I could see some practice film. They going running backs going 1-on-1 with the linebacker because I want to see what he can do, bro. Because I bet that he ain't nothing to play with, man.
Yeah, he said in the press conference earlier in the week that nobody can stop him. What you're supposed to have confidence in yourself, definitely. No doubt about it. So I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, and as you can see, nobody stopped him. He won the MVP. They lost the game, and he won the MVP.
Yeah. Hey, which don't it almost hurt college football. I ain't say hurt in a reputation way, but hurt their heart that they had to do that.
Yeah, no doubt about
it. That ain't something that they're trying to find a lineman on the offense on the winning team to give the trophy to. You know what I mean? Like he was that dude, bro.
Yeah, he really was. He had like 300, 400 yards. I don't remember the exact number. He had 3 touchdowns, 2 he ran. He threw one. He threw a perfect pass. A perfect pass. I'm not talking about 15 yards. It was like 60 yards, 50, 60-yard pass. Perfectly. So, I mean, he definitely was the best player on the field, hands down. And I think anybody who watched the game would say the same.
Oh, yeah. I love Scatterboo, bro. I love Scatterboo, man. Hey, Mark, I would tell you this. Hey, your Cowboys need to get him. I know high round. They ain't taking running backs in the first round. I don't think you should take no running back. And I love running backs. I love them. You need them. They try to phase them out, but we'll get into the NFL later. But I think if y'all can grab him like third round, that's a great second, third round pick for y'all. Because y'all need a good running back, bro.
Man, we need 2 or 3 of them. You're right. Yeah. We definitely do.
But
like you say, they have put a bad name on running backs in the NFL. But as you can see, when you get to the playoff, that is the number one key position that you need to win the game. Is I don't care how much you sit there and talk about your MVP quarterbacks and wide receivers. You have to run the ball in the playoffs.
You got to run the
freaking to the Super Bowl. No doubt about it.
And I love Scatterboo. Scatterboo, hey, bro. Hey, I can't wait to see you at the next level. I can't wait to see you at the next level, man. Hey, let's talk about this blowout, man. It was 2 blowouts. The first one we're going to talk about Penn State and Boise. All right. I can tell you right now, if the Heisman was this week, Scatterboo should have been in it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hands down, he would have been in it.
Yeah, he should have been in it. But Penn State and Boise, man. I'll give you my take, man. I'm gonna let you dive in, bro. So with Penn State, this Boise game, I'm not surprised by it being a blowout with Boise State because you was getting on my head by Jenny all year. I was like, bro, that boy nice. I was telling you, he was nice, bro. Hey, all day he said, man, they ain't playing nobody, man. Well, they played a defense that didn't let him do nothing.
They ain't want to hear nothing about it. No Gingy or nothing at all. And they showed and proved why they was on his neck.
Hey, and Penn State had to win that game, or the coach is going to be out of there.
Yeah.
Because Penn State is a team just like Notre What that usually kind of chokes in those big moments. But we'll talk about that Notre Dame piece with the coaching later on. But Penn State, what was your take on that game? You surprised about what you seen with Penn State dominating Boise?
Not necessarily surprised, but I definitely expected them to play a good game, a defensive game. And that's what a lot of the playoff games have been watching so far, defensive playoff games. They it seems like defense have been doing better than offense. As far as like making a major impact in the game. So no, they definitely showed up and they came to play, shut Jenny down. He had what I don't remember how many yards he had. It was like
But he had like I think it was like 101. I could tell you right now. Hold
well, I didn't even
on.
think
I
he
think
made over 100 mark.
he got it. He got it. He got that. He got at the end, man. Where they, you know what I mean? They was had some big sacks they gave up. They was like third and 25, and
Yeah,
second and 17. They still
yeah,
gave him the ball where they should be throwing it. You know what I mean? That
right,
they
right,
were trying to
right.
feed him as much as possible. That's really what
Mhm.
it was. So he had 104 yards rushing off of 30 carries.
That you do the math. Yeah, that
Exactly.
didn't even out. But yeah,
Don't even out.
they came to play. Penn State did. So I was definitely proud of them. You know how they showed up. I
Yeah.
expected it. I definitely expected it. I wanted it to be a better game, a closer
Yeah. Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But like I said, just look what we're saying. It took to the Texas and Arizona State game for us to have a good game. Man. So I mean
Yeah. Yeah.
that's not saying much about what the games that they chose.
Yeah. I mean, but then, yeah, you're right. You're right. I got you. I got you. Uh, Oregon and Ohio State, man. That was another blowout. I'm surprised Oregon State. I mean, Oregon, not Oregon State. Oregon put 21 points up because I remember right before halftime it was like 34-0,
It was ugly.
and then they scored that. They got some momentum. They drove it down. They had I think a penalty too. Then they scored right before halftime. Then scored a 2-point conversion, and you know what I mean. So it kind of trying to get them some momentum going in, man. But Ohio State was just too much for Oregon, man. But
Yeah, they was on their head.
Oregon is another team that don't show up in a postseason.
They don't play anybody. So once again,
They don't. Hey, they do not show up in a postseason.
yeah,
I mean,
they play Ohio State. That's it.
only thing we can say, you know for a fact, they're gonna look fly. They're
Yeah,
gonna
no
look
doubt
fly
about it.
in Nike gear going up to the postseason. But they do not show up in a postseason.
Yeah, but and like he was saying, as far as like Penn State had to win that game with James Franklin, Coach Franklin. I mean, Ohio State was definitely another team with the coach in the hot seat. So they've been on his head too about winning the
Hey,
big
he
game.
still might. I ain't gonna say it had cooled down. It went from 350 degrees to now it's about 250, 240. You know what I mean? It's in the twos now. It's not in 300 degrees. It's about 240 right now. Now, if he beat Texas, he's safe. I ain't even say you got to win a championship game, but you got to get there. And the reason why I say that because you can't beat your rival, Michigan. And there was the year to beat Michigan.
It definitely was the year to beat them, but at the same time, I don't know now, Lionel. I mean, I think it's cool down. I think it's
Start
cool.
clicking at the end though.
I think it's cooled down for Ryan Day a little bit, but
Yeah,
he can't lose no more national championship games though.
he got to get there, bro.
Yeah, he definitely has a.
He
I
got to
don't
get
know,
there.
he has minimal room for error at this point. So he can't go left or right now.
I mean, if he at least get there, who else you gonna find? Who else you gonna replace him with?
I mean, I say the same thing. I mean, I think he's a decent coach, but like I
Yeah,
said, a big name program, you can't keep going to the chip in these big games and not winning.
yeah,
Can't keep
yeah.
losing to your rival.
I mean, I I can tell you right now, I'm happy that Texas is in. I ain't gonna say happy for them, but I'm happy a SEC team is in there.
Oh my gracious,
Still,
we got to
but
bring our helmet
I'm a
too.
little wishy washy about Texas.
Man, what you say? You and me both. I don't know what's going on.
I'm a little wishy washy about them
The
because,
Texans, they really didn't look good against Arizona State.
bruh, first of all, that quarterback, Ears, Quinn Ears.
Yeah,
What was those balls he was throwing? It
I
was
do.
like he seen a blimp up there. He said, I gotta hit the blimp. They was going like ducks, man. They was just like they was straight up in the air like a punt. I'm like, bro, what is he? I don't understand. Like he was throwing high and going right into double or triple coverage.
And they wouldn't
Like
they
you
wouldn't
want,
they wasn't accurate passes. He wasn't throwing accurate passes. I mean,
yeah.
he was trying to throw back shoulder passes, but those weren't working. He wasn't putting the ball on the money. I don't know, man. Yeah, he definitely didn't look good to me because at one point in time, and I'm not a big person that I always say bring in the backup, but at one point in time, I was like, oh yeah, Archie coming.
I'm
They
gonna
gonna
tell
send
you
him
right
out.
now, if they get down to Ohio State, I'm telling you right now, Sarky ain't got to make the decision because the decision already made for you. You just got the memo about it. I guarantee it's a memo for the Quinn start acting a little funny in the first quarter, second quarter. I better see Arch.
Yeah, I know that's real. Guess who just guess who signed? Who's supposedly supposed to be the quarterback too going to Texas?
Who?
KJ Lacey, Carl Lacey's son.
Really?
Yeah, out of Saraland.
Oh man, I ain't know that. I'm gonna have to look
Yeah,
that one up. Yeah, I ain't know that.
yeah, he was on. He was definitely had one of the quarterbacks. Well, he was the quarterback throwing to Ryan Williams last year. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he signed way early, but he's
Hey,
definitely supposed to be coming up and playing behind Archie.
hey, I know that freshman from Ohio State. I've been watching him all year.
The receiver.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah,
between him
Smith.
and Ryan Williams, they're
Yeah.
gonna have to have. They need to become friends. Hey,
They
what
will
you?
be. They will be. They
Hey,
already.
nah. Like in the next couple of weeks, because hey, what you getting at NIL? I'm getting this. What you getting? Hey, we both dogs. We both. Hey, bro, what you asking for? I'm gonna ask for that same thing.
Yeah, you know that's coming.
Hey,
I'm
because
pretty sure they got
you
each
already
other
know
number.
that's what happens in the NFL. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Running backs talk. Hey, what you asking for? What I'm asking for? The agents probably do it for them. Hey, now you got two dogs as freshmen.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they got each other numbers. They have a way to contact each other.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no doubt about it. Yeah,
But
yeah. Smith is the
oh,
dog. Yeah.
man, he
Oh
big too, bro.
yeah.
He big.
He is already as a freshman. He got weight on him already. He can lean on you. He
Those
looked good. He
those
fits
are
you.
scary. Those are scariest ones, man. Like they was all comparing him to what it was like T.O. It was
Mhm.
another big wide receiver they were trying to compare.
Julio.
Huh?
Julio.
Julio. But it's one more that they should have put on that list, man. Everybody always downplay him, but he was a dog and he was big. Anquan Boulder.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know who downplays Anquan Boulder.
You don't never do you ever hear his name out there?
Not a
You
lot.
know?
No, not
No.
a.
But that more was big. Hey, you hey, he the reason Joe Flacco got that big contract.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
He
Cause
was definitely the
them
man.
balls he was throwing a triple cover and Boulder just going grabbing him, bro. That big wide receiver strong, can't get him on the ground. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he remind me more of is Anquan Boulder.
Yeah. He definitely
Because he
fit.
don't have I don't see any weaknesses in his route tree.
Yeah, me
You
neither.
in college, that's how you really can just say, hey, this right here, he's an NFL wide receiver. If he can run all his routes, you know what I mean? Usually them fast ones, they don't like to do them in routes, you know what I mean? They try to stay away from the middle, you know what I mean? They fast, but they can't break down, you know what I mean? They got the blowout breaks in the back. They kind of when they try to stop.
Mhm.
You don't see that from Ryan Reed. Ryan Reed is fast. He can run up the whole route tree. And my boy from Ohio State too.
Yeah. Smith is a man. He definitely a man. Like I said, he fits the field of a wide receiver already ready to go into the
Oh yeah.
draft. Yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
I remember they said earlier in the year when Ryan Williams had the great game against Georgia, they were saying that they said Smith he would be number one and Ryan Williams would be number two receiver if it had to come out right now. And that was before I seen Smith, at Ohio State. And I was like, well, let me see what he can do. And he
Yeah.
is a pure man. He is a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
So
deserves all the accolades he's getting. So yeah,
he's gonna
they
get taken
came out
to hell.
fire.
He's
They
gonna
came
get
out
taken to
fire
hell.
definitely. Ohio State they have a gem in him, no doubt about it. So
Yeah.
that's I don't know what they've been holding. That's why they came out firing the ball, throwing it straight to him. They should
Well,
have been doing it.
I'm gonna tell you something. Whoever is wide receiver and offense coordinator is at well it is, it's Chip Kelly. It's Chip Kelly at Ohio State, which we're gonna talk about him in a second. Uh something where they told. Remember, I don't know if you've seen the reports, but I think it was like a couple of days before. He said, "Hey, Oregon, y'all come out of man coverage, it's a wrap."
He said, "Don't
He
do
didn't
it."
just say that after say that. It's what he's seen in film.
He
He's
said, "Don't
seen
do
that
it."
these cornerbacks, they got a lot of tendencies. They can't keep up. They ain't physical. I'm finna give y'all something to work with. That's what is that. When a wide receiver call you out of man coverage,
Yeah, he ain't lie. He definitely ain't lie because they definitely could not stop him.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And if y'all knew this man was like this, what you supposed to do? You better play it. You better, I would say, cover two man. You know what I mean? You better have somebody on top and somebody underneath him.
Yeah,
I
you
ain't.
better.
You got to make
You
him work for every yard he get. You when them big time wide receivers and running backs, what you got to do? I can't let you do. He said, if y'all win, it ain't gonna be because of you.
right, right. Yeah, you know, say you're right. Say, yeah, you gonna have your yards. We know that, but we're not gonna let you destroy it. So, I
Yeah,
mean, I definitely would have ran some type of, cover two man,
yeah,
zone blitz.
yeah.
Definitely,
I'm saying from the
you're not
sky,
just gonna sit
you
back
got
there.
you got to send two dudes at him.
Yeah, you're not going to sit back there and just throw the ball to him. I mean, we're not going to allow that to happen out there. That man is not going to have, 165, 170 yards against us like he just did. No, no,
Yeah,
no doubt about it. We shutting that down. Or at least try, but sometimes, one thing about defensive coordinators, man, too, and like we always say, man, if you have that mindset that you don't want to adjust and you gonna
yeah.
stick to your guns, we gonna do what we do. But it ain't gonna work.
That
That,
ain't gonna work.
that,
That ain't
that,
gonna work because
that,
you're not adjusting and adapting to what's happening. And then
right.
by the time you do it, y'all already lost. You see it on a film stuff like, damn, I should have changed this up. I
Yeah,
should have changed this up. Man,
yeah,
why you do this in a game?
yeah. It's ignorance. That's all it is. It
Yeah.
is.
So that's talk when we talk about change up, man. And I want to talk about Ohio State offense coordinator Chip Kelly. You know what I mean? I brought it up to you. I said, man, I knew he was offense coordinator, but I forgot. But then I'm literally watching Ohio State. He's not running that same type of hurry up offense like he used to when he was at Oregon and he went to the Eagles, pissed off a lot of the Eagles because he remember he had God dog, what's the Shada McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, all the boys that was already fast, but what you was doing was, all right, I'm catching a lot of the defense off. You know what I mean? So by surprise because I'm not allowing them to set, not allowing them to swap out people. But what else are you happening? You scoring so fast, you putting your defense back on the field. You ain't
Mhm.
waste no time off the clock. So that was their biggest complaint. But then when I look at Ohio State offense now, it's it's very balanced. That's one thing. But also he got some good play schemes, but he ain't running that hurry up offense like he kind of built that name under. What you think about that? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, man. Knowledge is power. So
Yeah,
and the definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over again.
yeah, yeah.
So that's exactly what got him out of the Eagles. And we even played a clip on here of them the players talking about
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Sure
yeah,
did. Yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
and,
yep.
and the issues that they had with him. So I mean, sometimes you have to take a step back to see what's going on. And him taking the step back and being an offensive coordinator now, and not a head coach under Ryan Day, and definitely Ryan Day, a different mentality. Probably was like, no, we're not gonna do that. I don't
Right.
want that. I trust you as far as being an offensive minded guru, what I'm saying, but I don't want that
Yeah,
offense, what I'm saying. So let's come up with something else. And they, head coaches always get the last call on the play sheet. So I'm sure that's exactly what happened, and he came up with some good stuff. Like I said, I mean, all they had to do was just throw it to Smith. I mean,
man, bro.
yeah, I mean, what else do you need to do?
I mean, it was like a human highlight reel, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was like I speak on this man because you know what I mean. I hate Alabama, but I'm gonna tell you, Devontae Smith, what he did in that doggone national championship game, bro.
You love Alabama, man.
And he got hurt. Remember, he got hurt he didn't play the second half. And you remember the first half, bro. I think he was like 130, 140 yards,
Two,
and he
three
was just going
touchdowns.
off. They couldn't stop him.
Yeah, two, three touchdowns already. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You just shut it down. The game's over. Yeah, no
So
doubt about it.
I mean, but this Ohio State and Texas matchup, Sarkeesian going to have to really buckle down. And two things they got a problem with. If I was Sarkisian, and I'm which he probably is, two people making me nervous right now in that whole football team. It's the kicker and the quarterback. The kicker
Oh,
missed two crucial kicks. You ain't able to miss them kicks with Ohio State, bro.
you know why he missed the kicks, don't you?
Why?
His last name is
Man, don't start this, man.
His last name is Auburn, man. That's exactly why.
Hey, and the second kick he missed, Sarkisian was talking to him. Hey, man, you all right? Hey, bro.
I knew that was a bad thing. I
Hey,
knew
I
that was
knew.
bad.
I'm like, is he telling, hey, bro, you make this kick. We get out of here. You got a Lambo at when you get back to the school, man. Hey, something ain't right, man. He was
Yeah,
too nervous, put too much pressure on him.
he
But
did.
you do that against Ohio State, bro, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, the first
And
kick was wide right, and the second one was wide left. Yeah, but he's like 42 for 46.
yeah, yeah.
With those two misses, that's
Hey,
crazy. He
hey,
was almost
that
perfect.
was the game to make the kicks.
Man, what you say?
So what's your who you think gonna pull out this game? What you think your projection gonna be?
I'm gonna go with man, and the SEC. We got to. It's crazy. We got to hang our heads. So we got to lean on Texas to pull it out. Now at this point in time, but I believe in Texas. I think they can definitely do it. They just have to. They just have to pull out the right play calls. You know what I'm saying? Throw the book at them, man. Pull out all those fast people you got. You know what I'm saying? Pull out the play sheet.
Yep,
Pull out all that. That advanced plays that you have. Pull them out. It's time
yep,
to use all that stuff at this point in time. Use your speed against Ohio State. I think they definitely can beat them with speed. You
yep,
know, no
yep.
doubt about it. I think that's hands down. But you just have to do it at this point. They have a good defense too.
Hey, they got a real good defense now.
Yeah, yeah, they really
That's
do.
how they steal that game up. They got a
They
good
definitely
defense.
do. They do.
They
So
got a good defense.
they need to lean on them. Right. And exactly. And the defense kept getting them off the field. So at some point in time, come on, offense. You know what I'm saying? We've been going in and out. You know what I'm saying? So let's score the ball now.
Yep.
But
All
I
right,
think they'll pull it off. And I think it'll be in the championship. I think it'll be Texas. And I'm going Texas and Notre Dame.
all right. That's what I'm finna ask, man. Who you taking out the Notre Dame Penn State?
Definitely Notre Dame. I'm gonna go with Notre Dame
Okay.
at this point in time. I
Okay.
just think they'll have more play, and I'm going to root for their quarterback too. Riley, because he
All
from
right.
Mobile. He from Mobile, so
Yep. Yep. So let me ask you this.
a fair hope. But
Let's talk about Notre Dame a little bit, and they talk about their head coach Marcus Freeman. So was it Notre Dame for a skill set that can never win a big game, win in the postseason like they have last this couple of days ago? Well, yesterday actually. Yeah, when was the game? A couple days ago, yeah.
hmm,
Or was it Brian Kelly?
Chip Kelly.
No, Brian Kelly. Remember the old Notre Dame coach? Remember that bailed
Oh,
out
the old,
LSU? Remember
right,
Brian Kelly?
right.
Matter of fact, we talked about it. Brian Kelly. Everybody always talk about the athletes. Oh, you need to stick with your school. Stop changing schools. Nah, they offer me a lot of more money. I'm gonna do it. Why? I'm learning from my coaches. My coaches do it. Shoot,
Mhm.
remember Brian Kelly left them high and dry in the bowl game.
Yeah, yeah. Notre Dame fans, they still remember that. They called the
Oh
Paul
yeah.
Finebaum show about that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So they haven't forgot it. So he definitely
So
did it.
let's talk about this. So is Brian Kelly a good coach or a bad coach?
I think he's a decent coach. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's a bad thing to do to leave your players high and dry.
Well,
That's the
no,
worst
no.
thing you do.
I'm gonna tell you where I'm coming from.
Well, I mean, I know where
He
you're coming
can never
from.
get them to win in the postseason. But
Right, right,
but
right.
this man right here got it.
Well, I mean, he's a different coach, and you can tell this is a player's coach. Marcus Freeman is
He's
a
the
player's
players
coach.
coach.
You can tell how they reacting to him. You know what I'm saying? How they,
And what we just said he did. He out coached Kirby
you
Smart.
know, and
And
that's tough
Kirby
to do.
Smart is a great coach.
That's
He
tough to
got
do.
rings and things.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely did that now. So
Brian
he's
Kelly,
ready.
Brian Kelly lost that game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Because he wouldn't have called that play call like they did. I don't think he would have been. He wouldn't have had the defense running like madman,
Yeah, yeah.
at the offense.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have been blitzing like that. He wouldn't have been calling the play sheet like that, or having his defense call a play sheet like that. I don't
I
know. Yeah, man. I mean, Marcus Freeman is a great coach, man, and I'm happy for him because like me and you were saying earlier in the year, who are you saying? And I'm gonna say this too. He had a great year, and I'm happy, even though we lost to Michigan at the beginning of the year and the end of the year. I don't know what type of bull this is. How did that even happen? You lose the same team on January 1st and December 31st. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But I would just say that I'm happy for Coach from Michigan too. Who did you say didn't have a contract? Did you say
It
it
was
was
him, the Michigan coach.
the Michigan coach? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I,
So
I don't I don't know what pay scale they got him on, but he don't have a he never negotiation is still ongoing with after for his head coaching contract. So he's getting paid still as a coordinator, but I don't think it's the same pay range. You know what I mean? I
it
think
can't be.
obviously getting more money. You can't,
Can't be.
but it's not a like and he signed a 5-year deal or whatever. He's still they probably bumped him up, but they give him a long contract. But he don't have a head coaching contract right now.
Yeah, but just the end of the year beating. Uh,
They started off rough, but they
yeah,
finished strong. You know what I mean?
they
So
definitely did with Alabama and Ohio State. Now
yeah,
those two prolific programs, and those two big wins,
yeah,
to put under your belt, those two big notches under your belt. So yeah, they definitely have to feel good going into the offseason. Definitely with recruiting and everything, that'll help out. I mean, they just got our running back, Haynes. Haynes just committed to Michigan.
yep.
What did they tell this man on the field after the game? But I don't blame him. How could you blame him? We didn't even run the ball. Jalen Miller ran the ball all the damn time. That man, Haynes probably had 2 carries the whole
I, I,
year.
I don't. I think we could have found some 12-year-olds that can throw better than Jalen Milroe did against Michigan. Man. I mean,
I mean, it was
back,
terrible.
back shoulder throws look like deep balls.
It
Deep
was terrible.
balls was too short. Way overthrown.
Way
I mean,
overthrown.
I think he hit the band, the drum major one time with one of his throws, bro. It was horrible. I
Man,
mean, I don't know who. If I man,
he has no
that's what
peripheral
you
view.
waste your time out on that, man. But like, hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing, man?
He's not
Like,
reading the
where
field.
are you? Do you have your contacts in your eyes, man? Come
He's not
on,
reading the field. I don't know what's going on. How many times number 5 the receiver he just did like this? He's like, come on, man. And he was wide open. He's not reading his progressions, man. He's not going from 1 to 2 to 3 or 3 2 to 1. He ain't looking at nobody. Cause how many times did they show this man run this crossing route across the field, number 5, and he's
yeah.
wide open, dog.
I mean, it was horrible. And then the next day, he declared for the NFL draft. I'm like, I had to scratch my eyes because I thought I was reading a fake news article, but then it was actually legitimate. Then I'm thinking in my head, why are you declaring for the NFL draft? First of all, you're not going in the first 3 to 4 rounds. That right there is not happening. That
It's
game right there
solidified. It's
puts you
solidified.
knock you. It leads you down. You know what I mean? You're gonna get drafted, but not where you think you're gonna be drafted. I don't know who's advised you to go to the NFL draft because your best scenario was two options: either stay at Alabama and develop, or hit the transfer portal and find somewhere else to go and develop under somebody that's just a pure like quarterback coach. Because you can make more money doing that than going to the NFL because you ain't going before the third round. You probably going you gonna probably go fourth round.
4th, 5th round. Yeah, and I mean that might be his best bet, just like what you just said though. If he goes like 4th, 5th round and he can sit down for 2 years and learn from
Yeah.
somebody like what I'm saying, like Shanahan or a Payton, Coach Sean Payton, or
What
just
about what about what
somebody.
about Jared Jones and McCarthy?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
understand develop. I mean, I feel like
No,
he'll look
no,
good at your
no,
Cowboys and be under
no,
Dak Prescott.
no, Lionel, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. We talked about this. You crossing the line now. Mhm. That's too much. Dial it back now. Dial it back. Bump it down. Bump it down.
Hey man,
No, we don't need that now. He can go learn behind Lamar. He can do that.
nah, we good. We got three good quarterbacks behind him, man. We good.
No, y'all don't,
I,
man.
our staff is full.
Yeah, no, y'all don't, man. Y'all need somebody like that, young, fresh, ready to learn.
Nah. He young. Um,
What you
that's about
got?
it. That's it.
Y'all offensive coordinator need somebody to develop too. So there
Nah.
you
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
go.
Tom Bucket. if you,
Yeah, monkey need him, man.
if you fuck up these play calling before we get to the damn play, before we get to the damn Super Bowl, I'm gonna tell you right now,
I
the,
can't wait.
the Wire coming back. I think they did 6 seasons The Wire, 7 seasons coming in. It's gonna be your head on a fucking platter. I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. The boy from Baltimore coming for your ass. Tom Bucky, you better get your shit together.
Oh,
I'm
y'all so
telling
mad at that man.
you,
Y'all
hey,
so mad at that man. Monkey gonna be all right this year. Y'all got a running back. Y'all got a running back now, man.
hey,
He's not gonna do that no more.
we always had a couple of running backs, bro.
Show did.
We
Show
had
did.
Dobbins last year. And
Show
look what
did.
he's doing with the Chargers.
Yeah, man. That's exactly why. Like we say,
I
y'all
mean,
defense coordinator got into it.
Dobbins ain't no 2,000 yard back, but he gonna get you by,
Yeah,
you know,
he still a good back. He's a good
13,
back.
14. You know what I'm
Yeah, no
saying?
doubt about it.
He gonna get you 13, 14, man. So, man, since we talking about NFL, man, let's talk about NFL. I mean, since we already talked about some players, let's talk about NFL. So, this is the last week of the regular season. We
Mm.
kicking off. Tomorrow we got two big AFC matchups. Uh, Cleveland against Baltimore. Cincinnati against Pittsburgh. Uh, Cleveland's not playing for nothing, but that's a AFC North. You know what I mean? They gonna come with it. So that's just. But also Baltimore need to win that game because we got to. I'm a Baltimore fan for the people if people listening don't know why I say we, but we gotta win to at least get the AFC North title so we get a home game.
Yeah,
So but then we got Pittsburgh. They playing for the same thing between us and Pittsburgh. That's gonna get that that AFC North title, but also Cincinnati fighting for the playoffs. You know what I mean? They need
right.
a lot of things to happen. They got to win. I think they need Miami to lose,
To
but
to
Miami play New York. They play the Jets. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but they ain't got no what they two are not playing, so
yeah, but
it's the
still, you know what I
Jets.
mean. But Cincinnati, they still try to fight. We don't want Burrows in the playoffs. That's one thing you don't want. But also, their defense is pure trash.
Yeah.
They can't stop a polar bear from going out in the snow, man. It's horrible, bro. It's horrible, man. Their defense is horrible. So I already know their defensive coordinator is gonna get fired after this game because he gonna be fired probably as fast as Miami fired their defense coordinator. Because the same night after they bowl game they lost, where everybody got on Cam Ward head by not playing the second half.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours after the game, they fired the Miami defense coordinator. He'd be gone, man. Man, that defense couldn't stop nobody all year. That's the
Yeah.
reason they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that was terrible. That just how they ended the game. I
I
mean,
mean,
you can't stop nobody. I mean, you're right. I mean, Cam Ward, I definitely feel like he should have played, and I would have felt some type of way if you just standing on the sideline and
yeah.
just watching the game as a player.
Because if
You,
you're gonna do that, I feel like
you could play,
don't play at all.
right?
If
Exactly.
you,
Yeah, yeah,
if you suit up, you coming in and play.
yeah.
And that's just our old school mentality,
Well,
bro. If
see, exactly,
you're
exactly.
available, you're gonna
That's the
play.
mentality. That's the mentality we have, and me. Definitely as a player, I'm not putting on no pads and not playing. I watch grown men cry on the sideline because they hurt and they couldn't play in the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it really has an effect, just to be able to go out and battle with your brothers out there like that. So yeah, if you gonna suit up, man, play.
Play. Yeah.
So Yeah, but they definitely that's why they lost a lot of games because
Yeah,
they could have stopped on nobody
yeah.
on defense.
They was
But
winning games like 55, 54. You know what I
right,
mean? Like, come
right,
on. Look, come on,
mm,
bro.
exactly,
So
exactly.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Cincinnati defense coordinator, he got to go, bro. I mean, I want him to stay because I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. But if you're if you're the head coach, if you don't fire him and they come back next year looking like that, then head coach, you didn't get rid of him, so we're gonna get rid of you.
Right.
You know what I mean? We
Somebody got to
gotta
go.
show some effort to make this better. So,
Hmm.
how you feel about with Saquon Barkley being 100 yards shy of hitting Edgar Dixon all time NFL rushing record, and the Eagles basically saying, I, I'm not gonna, not gonna paraphrase it. So Saquon Barkley went on. They asked about what came to the decision on it. Him not playing. He said, "Hey, they asked me did I want to play, and he told them verbatim, if you need me to play, I will play. If you don't want me to play, I won't play." He said, "I don't want to put the team in a bad situation that we can't recover from." So he basically flipped that booger back on them. Said, "I'll let y'all make the decision if y'all want to play." They came back and said, "We don't want you to play." So I understand. I say this. I understand the logic behind it, but you can also get hurt on the first play in the playoff game.
Or the first play of regular season. Exactly. You can get hurt at any time. So you know what I'm saying. We play the game to play. You know. So I mean that has no bearing on it. You know,
Look
go out
what
and play.
Aaron Rodgers. Remember, he got hurt on the first throw. It,
Exactly.
I mean, it's you played. You don't go into the mentality of going to a game saying, "Hey, I got to make sure I don't get hurt. I got to make sure that you play like normal." You know what I mean? You don't go in
Mhm.
there with that mindset because you is gonna get fucking hurt if you go in that shit.
Right. No,
You
that's
know how
real.
many injuries I dealt
That's
with, and I had
real.
to really change my mindset, like just to block out all that and play football.
That's real.
So I don't.
Yeah, you
I
definitely
hope.
don't go in the game like that, man. And
Yeah,
nobody goes in the game thinking like that. But you know, like I said, it's more so that new age and them trying to save all their players for the playoffs. But at the same time, I mean, you go to play the game. Go to win the game. I mean, run the ball. Even if you don't get 100 in yards and break the record, you know what I'm saying. Go to win the game. You might score 3 touchdowns on two-yard routes
yeah, yeah.
that's needed. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
So
mean, it could be a lot of situations game going to go, but then also that's puts now you talking about the petty in me, bruh. It's against your team that didn't want to sign you back.
right,
Oh, I gotta have that one.
yeah,
I gotta get that one, bro. I,
yeah, no doubt about it. And,
hey,
and I don't know, the organization
what
they
we did
probably
back in high school, man, against our rivalry team, that we had to come play, and we had some heated battles in middle school with this same team. Next thing you know, we on the same team in high school, but we still beefing.
we
Hey,
still
what our coach told us to do? It's goddamn, bro. Y'all go ahead and settle this, man. He
yeah.
stopped practice what he did.
Yeah, we literally had we like he said we had two rival teams and we all in the same area of town and we rivaled together in middle school. That was our rival. But when we went to high school, we were all on the same team. But we had so much animosity toward each other. We literally at football practice had to split up and play each other. We had to split up and play each other
He
right
was
then
tired
and
of
there.
hearing this shit, man. He was tired
Look,
of hearing it, bro.
y'all just go ahead and get it over with. We had a hard nosed game out there on a dirt field.
So, so I feel like the team, you go out there because you enjoy the play. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like now I say this.
And to get some get back.
Yep, get some get back. But I say this. We don't know the real injury report on Saquon. Is he nursing something, which it's a long season. You're right about it.
Right. That's true.
He could be in the training room still nicked up by a push through it.
Yeah.
It ain't enough for him to put on for the Eagles to put on an injury report that he's dealing with an ankle or dealing with you know what I mean, something like that. But you already know after about fourth, fifth game, you banged up, bro.
Yeah,
You
you
just
got
so I can see that. You know what I mean? That's the now that's the organization thinking about it, and they probably ain't gonna say it because if you somebody injured, you don't listen on injury report, then the
Yeah, correct.
organization get fined for it.
Right, right, right. And I mean, that definitely could be it. So it's so many ways to look at it to see, right? So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, you play, you can play if you want to play, or to play to get some get back. Or on the other hand, if you are nicked up, we definitely want you close to 100% by the time the playoffs start. So
yeah,
which is good too, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, so sit down and just wait it out. But I mean, I'm pretty sure, like he said, I don't think he's really ever really cared more so about a record this year.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
But you know what? Care or no care, I'm 100 yards short against the Giants, the team that didn't want me, and they already played y'all early season. I embarrassed y'all, bro. I
To
got to
do
give
it
it.
again.
Hey,
Say
I,
run it back.
I don't even know what my theme music going to be coming in the game, but I'm coming at with bad intentions.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be straight bad intentions, bro. I might. I don't. If I would say, and I mean this is what else, but if I would say Quan Bark, I might do what Chad Ochocinco used to do back. I sleep at the stadium ready for him. Like, hey, bro, I don't know what about to happen, to y'all, but it's about to be nasty.
That was a funny man though, Chad Ochocinco. He said he used to call Marvin Lewis in the morning like 2 a.m. Say, Coach, hang with that man. They're crazy, man.
Also he used to say DBs, Pepto Bismol, say, hey, y'all
Yeah,
gonna keep covering me. You know what I mean? Like,
opponent DBs, he'll send them all Pepto to the
hey,
locker room. That
but
man.
one thing I can tell right now, he ain't playing for no incentives. So that means his agent did a good job at making sure he get all his money, you know what I mean, either fully guaranteed or long as he play out the season. Because reason I say that, he ain't chasing nothing like some of these. This is last season,
Right.
last week. So you got some people got to hit some incentive. I think who was I seeing? Um the wide receiver at Tampa Bay Bucks, man. What's his name? God, dog, it's on tip of my tongue. Oh, it's on tip of my tongue. Tampa Bay Buck wide receiver. God, it's on tip of my tongue, man. Um,
I'm just thinking about
Mike,
Evans.
Mike.
Evans. My Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans. He got to get three. He got to get 5 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown, and he'll get $3.7 million.
Shh.
So Baker, hey, I'm going ahead. First of
It
all, I'm
will
talking
hurt.
to
It
Baker
will
first,
hurt.
and then I'm going to the offensive coordinator. Like, hey man, what's your first 20 plays? Because you already know they just got up like this is the first 20 plays. Nah, they ain't enough passing right there, bro. I need some out routes. I need some WB. I need some comebacks. I'm getting 5 catches first, and we'll reset 85. He might get settled for the one touchdown, but I'm getting at least 2 to 3.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
So that lets me know Saquon Barkley don't have to play for nothing. It's, you know what I mean, that's tied to money. Because if it was, he's like, hell no, I ain't saying out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing. I definitely believe that's a good thing.
Yeah. Hell no, I'm not saying out, man. Uh hey man, let's talk about let's jump into the NBA, man. Talk about what's going on with the Miami Heats, man. Jimmy Butler. So the Miami Heats, I want to say a few hours ago, they announced that they're suspending Jimmy Butler because uh I'm not gonna play the video because I don't want us to get striked or anything. We close to one of our milestones. Uh, but he came out said basically not happy with the organization. His usage rate is very low, and they not winning. And he's like, I'm at season. I think he's 14 season in. He said, man, I'm not happy here, man. So remember about a week ago, Pat Riley said, hey, we're not trading Jimmy Butler. Stop asking. I don't come in the meeting like this, but we're not trading him. Now, Jimmy Butler said what he said. They suspended him, and also they said we're entertaining trades now.
Yeah, Pat don't play that. He ain't finna. You know what I'm saying? He's a man of character. So he holds his organization to a certain type of standard. So,
But he
so
could push a lot of people out too, because you remember he pushed out LeBron by a lot of his crazy rules that he was doing, telling LeBron that LeBron had like a little he had a little thing after away games, they get on the plane, he always get like the chocolate chip cookies or whatever on a thing. Pat Riley started throwing them out, and he said, "Man, why you throwing out?" He said, "You don't need to eat that." He said, "Bro, trust me, I know how to train my body. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. You telling me I can't eat as a grown man chocolate chip cookies, and
Yeah.
I'm doing this." So he pushed him out there. You remember he pushed out Shaq too, because Shaq,
Mm-hmm.
remember they locked Shaq out of the
Yeah.
building, called the cops on him.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
So Jimmy might be. Pat is a great GM, great, you know what I mean, great basketball mind, but he can push out probably your superstars that you probably want to hold. Uh, I mean, D Wade probably had some issue with him too, but he dealt with it. You know what I mean? That was a, but he's a more different. He's a different um, person. You know what I mean? Different kind of person than Jimmy Butler is.
Yeah, yeah.
Characteristic. So,
Definitely, definitely, and that's why I was saying, he the man of character that he is,
yeah,
and the things that Jimmy Butler has been saying at this point in time, is they're button heads as of right now.
yeah,
So that's definitely why Jimmy wants out, because I mean it's only so much you can sit there and continue to tell somebody making $100 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm making
yeah,
$100
yeah.
million. You can't tell me I can't eat cookies. You-
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly, bro.
yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, things are definitely going to coming to a head at this point in time. Yeah, I mean they might as well open up you know the table to trade talks at this point in time. Help somebody out. Now,
yeah.
somebody definitely use them right now. He just gonna have to stop wearing them lime green braids and all that stuff. Yeah,
So man, hey, I mean, we're gonna see how it turns out, bro. We're gonna see how it turns out, man. But I'm enjoying what we're seeing right now, man. Boy, let me ask you this, man. If things go like you think it's gonna go, what you think in Texas and Notre Dame gonna meet up in the championship game, who you taking?
man, gotta go with Texas. I got to go with Texas, no doubt about it. At this point in time, and it might be a little biased, my pick, but at the same time, two things can be true. It might be a little biased, but I think Texas has the better team, like all around team. You know, and like I said, speed always usually wins the game.
Yeah,
When it comes down to certain things that matter. So if we can win in between the lines, win in the trenches. I'm talking about we. If Texas can win in between the lines and in the trenches,
yeah.
then I mean I definitely think they can pull it off. I definitely think it's going to be a good game. I would love to see a Texas burnt orange and gold helmet going against each other. That definitely just seemed like a great matchup. So I think it'll be one of those great games too. At the end of the day. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with I'll pick Texas at the end. And like I said, I just think if Sarkeesian opens up the playbook, I don't think nobody can stop them as far as like their wide receivers and their speed guys go. And I think can um, their defense can definitely shut down Ohio. I mean not Ohio State, but Notre Dame. I think their defense can.
So let me ask you this: which quarterback with Texas?
Man,
Now, are you basing this off the starting quarterback, or are you basing this at Arch is about to get in this thing and take him to, you know what I mean? Like what I need to know this now. I want to know your full thought process on this. Do you think Quinn is going to win the championship game, or you think that by halftime against Ohio State, Arch Manning gonna be in there?
I think Quinn can do it. I just don't think they need to lean all the way on him to do it.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
and I definitely think if they try to lean too much on him, which they have in the past, and he doesn't show the progression that he needs to show, going from first quarter to second quarter
yeah,
or drive to drive to drive, then they definitely can bring Arch Manning in the game.
okay. All right,
And,
I got
and,
you.
and I definitely think Arch can pull it through too. I just don't want them. I would hate for them to put Arch in the game. Well, I don't think that would happen. I was going to say put Arch in the game, and something happens like what happened with Georgia and
I
Gunter.
got
And
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
changed
yeah,
the play
yeah,
call.
yeah, yeah,
They watered down things was going on. I just wouldn't want that to happen. But
yeah. I got you. I got you. What
so who you
so
pick? Who you picking? Come on, yeah, it's a two-way street, man. Mm. Who are your
I,
teams? Who are your two teams though?
I say my two teams gonna be Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Oh man, you just to put us down. Huh? SEC.
Uh nah, I ain't putting us down, and I'm a little upset why I'm saying this because Texas, they're a little wishy washy at times.
This is true.
And I feel like they're not gonna pull that trigger like a Nick Saban would to pull uh Quinn to put Arch Man in there. When I say Nick Saban, I bring him up.
That's a big trigger to pull.
Yes,
That's
but
a
he did, and
right,
and, and
right.
that what we say about Nick Saban. Nick Saban was a great coach.
Yeah,
He had to do it. I don't feel like Sarkeesian can stomach that.
yeah.
Now,
That's
I say this. I made a joke
who.
earlier. I made a joke earlier on this podcast, but I say this. I said I'll make a joke about like, hey, somebody above Sarkeesian gonna get him that memo, like, hey, if he ain't cutting about by halftime or the first quarter, you need to put Arch in there. I
Mhm.
joke by saying that, but that might happen for real. But nobody gave Nick Saban that memo. He just knew like this ain't finna cut it. I need to pull him.
Yeah, he knew what AC had in the hole.
So that's the reason why I say that. My reason why I'm not putting Texas in there is the inconsistency at the quarterback, and I just feel like Sarkeesian is trying to save Quinn's career by not benching him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not trying to. He loved the dude, like you know what I mean. So he's like, damn, if I do this, it's gonna damage him hard. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's thinking that way instead of just like Nick Saban is. You ain't cutting it right now. You at University of Alabama. You great because our second and third strings are great. For this game, I need to move on.
But he's
I
done it
don't think
before.
Sarkisian's gonna do that right now.
He done it in the regular season, so why you don't think he'll do it in the big game?
But he did it because Quinn got hurt first. Remember, he got hurt first. Then he came, you know what I mean? He came back and he went right after that injury, man.
He wasn't not 100%.
Yeah. So it wasn't like it was off straight performance. He already got, everybody got a taste of Arch because of Quinn got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody's saying, oh, shit. Like this dude right here is a dog. So that's the reason. That's the only reason I don't think Sarkeesian can stomach that right now.
So who you think wins it all then?
I, I'm I'm a damn boy, and I talked so much shit about him in the past, but it's a new regime. I say Notre Dame. I say Notre Dame.
Mm.
I say Notre Dame. I tell you this: out of Texas, Ohio State, and Notre Dame, that's who going. Penn State ain't got a freaking chance. They just happy to be there.
Yeah, man. I definitely think Notre Dame could win it. I definitely do.
I really do. After what I see now, but I say this: if the matchup now, I'm going against my grain. If it does say it happens, what you saying, Texas at Notre Dame, I agree with you that Texas will win that game because why? No, look at the stats that Notre Dame put up, like the quarterback stats and the running back stats. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to put points on the board and you gotta put some more yards. Like you can't have a quarterback throwing
No,
8 yards.
yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean? Like
yeah.
against Texas because Texas will score.
Yeah, they're gonna put up
He's gonna
500.
make sure. I take you better look at the. You better look how he coached it as an offense coordinator when y'all won at Alabama, what he did for Dante Smith. That more, hey, he found ways to scheme to get people open. He's a great play caller. Great play caller. Your quarterback gonna have to put up at least 250. He
Yeah,
ain't gonna do that with no.
right, right.
I agree with you there. If it's come down to Texas Notre Dame quarterback better he gonna have to have just go ahead and take the steroid shot, man, because I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have to do something with your arm. I don't know if you're gonna have to go into the dark hole with Aaron Rodgers, whatever that black hole he's going into. I don't know if you're gonna have to call Tom Brady to get some mentorship, but you're gonna have to do something because you're gonna have to put up more passing yards than that against Texas.
And I think he can do it though. I definitely do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean that's self-explanatory. And you know what? I forgot about something. I just brought up his name. Wasn't even thinking about it. I brought up Aaron Rodgers. So it was you know what I mean. I'm not gonna put up our old live from before the season,
Oh my god,
but it was something that I said and you disagreed with.
what was
I told you that hey, why is Aaron Rodgers neglecting to go to mandatory training camp to go to Egypt, and he's not building timing with his wide receiver? I said that's going to cause some animosity, and they're not going to get on scene. What you was like? Oh man, Aaron Rodgers, he been doing it. It's going to work out. Tell me how it's working out now, man.
so
Hey,
is
hey,
that the
tell me
issue?
how it's working out now,
Is
Mark.
that the issue though?
Huh?
Is
Yeah,
that
that's
the
the
issue?
issue.
No, it's not.
Man, that man look like pure trash, man. You know what?
They
Aaron
lying trash.
Rodgers look better than Aaron Rodgers right now.
No, he don't. No, he don't. That's a slap in the face, then, right? Don't you do
Man,
that?
Aaron Rodgers look like pure trash.
He's
And
lying. He's lying.
the wide receivers are saying if Aaron Rodgers come back, we request a trade.
The lines are garbage. That's what's garbage. But
Hey,
like, Aaron Rodgers,
hey, hey,
he gets to call his plays though. That's probably what it is.
hey.
But I
The line,
mean,
the line, the line, the
you can't.
line is recyclable trash.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is food trash. That's what he is.
yeah.
He said trash up in New York where the rats be eating. That's
Right.
what he is.
Aaron Rodgers can't run from the pocket, man, and do all the stuff Kyler
Hey,
Murray doing. He can't do all that.
hey, he left his throwing arm in Egypt when he decided it's supposed to be at training camp, but it was in Egypt, but he left it there.
Man, you need to get off Aaron Rodgers, man. You need to stop that. It ain't his
That-
fault. It
But
ain't his fault. They just trash, man. They don't have a good organization right now.
so all right. So hey, we're gonna talk about our last little debate right now before we close it out, man. Who is your MVP in the NFL right now? Talk. I need to know this. Hey, you better not say who I think you about to say.
I mean, I still think it's Lamar.
Okay,
I
that's
still think it's Lamar.
all right.
I
All right.
mean, definitely
I know how you is with
Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen. You
Josh
you,
Allen
you
is
like
up there.
Dan Orlovsky. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Mister Run out the back in the end zone. That's who you like. That hey, Josh Allen is the best thing since sliced bread. No,
Josh
that
Allen is
bread
cold, man.
cold.
He
Lamar
cold.
Jackson is the MVP.
Josh Allen is cold though. No, it didn't.
I
Don't.
didn't say he wasn't cold. I
Yeah, I'm
didn't
just
say that.
saying.
He got to be cold here in Buffalo. They, they got their own snow to play. You know what I'm saying? I know he's cold, bro. I
Not
know he's
physically.
cold.
Not
I know,
physically.
but I can tell you right now, I just want to make sure that you and Dan Orlovsky ain't been, you know what I mean, talking that you choosing Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, who's going to be
No,
the
I couldn't do it. I can't do it because I mean, no, Lamar definitely deserves it, and hands down. Like I say, Josh Allen, he's definitely up there in the running with it. But Lamar, based on numbers and based on who just controls the game and who's unstoppable in the game, it definitely is Lamar.
okay.
Yeah,
So I tell you this, I met a Buffalo Bills fan, older white couple. because they had a full Buffalo thing. I said, and they were like, I said, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. Hey, they said Josh Allen gonna win the MVP. I said, why? I said, how is that happening if his stats, Lamar Jackson, he's beating him in every statistical category. But we got a better record. So is it a team award or is it a personal award? It's a personal award. So why are we talking about records right now? I said, we talk. So I said, well, he don't need to win 3. Let Josh win 1. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. They just don't want Lamar to win 3.
He don't need to win 3. Just let him win the 1. Yeah, let Josh win 1. Yeah, no. I mean, Lamar definitely deserves it. I mean, just what he's doing, man. Like I say, the numbers he's putting up, he definitely deserves it.
I'll put it like this. Be honest with you, Burrow's got better stats. He
Burrows
just,
do that.
it's just one of the turnovers. The
He,
turnovers.
he
The
do.
turnovers is it's killer. He got 11 interceptions. I can't remember how many fumble lost. They
Yeah,
lost. They lost last.
Burrows, he stay running for his life. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Over there
So,
since
but so let me ask you this: who's your offensive player of the year then?
offensive player of the year.
Because that's
Hmm.
gonna be I get that's gonna be real up in air right there. Because while you thinking about it, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm putting 2 people up there. I'm putting Saquon Barkley, and I'm also gonna put Derrick Henry. All right, Saquon Barkley is not playing the last game. King Henry playing. And he played against the Browns.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, and I'll probably add Jaden Daniels in there.
He gonna get Rookie of the Year. They're gonna get a Rookie of the Year. So
Yeah,
he
but
ain't,
he could definitely be offensive player of the year.
yeah, but they ain't gonna get as a rookie. They're not gonna give. You already know how to you already know the politics behind it. So they're gonna give him Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year.
Offensive.
They might not give him the Rookie Offensive Player of the Year, but they're gonna give him the Rookie of the Year. He gonna get a top Rookie of the Year player.
Who would get the offensive player over him?
But I'm saying they're not gonna give it to a rookie.
Well,
If he already gonna
they're
get
not gonna give him 2 awards. They ain't gonna give him two
that's what
awards.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So they're gonna give him a rookie of the year. Um, just like they did CJ Stroud last year. Because
mm-hmm.
CJ Stroud, to be honest with you, he could have been offensive player of the year last year.
He sure could. No doubt about it.
So I so who you think right now that's gonna be tough because this coming at the end of the year, man. But I mean, you got this week right now, but I mean, I look at it.
They probably give it to Saquon though. You know, the offensive player of the year. Jaden Daniels give rookie of the year.
Okay,
Um, yeah.
okay. I got you, bro. I got you. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about before we end this, who Mr. Pat Mahomes. They left him out of the Pro Bowl voting.
How in the world? How is that even possible? Like it has to be pure hatred going on. Hey, do you think that's right?
I'm gonna pull up his stat, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up his stat, bro. I'm gonna pull up his stats.
But see, they always but see every year they say he's not gonna do it. They don't have Tyreek Hill. They not gonna do it this year. They offense not what it was.
So,
They not gonna do
so,
it this year.
so he has 39-28 in passing yards, um, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
Yeah, but do we watch? Do we use the eye test anymore? That's all I want to know.
I mean, he has thrown a lot of interceptions. Um, I say this also. Um, the Chiefs hasn't scored more than I think it was like 27 points all year.
What's their record?
Now, you're right. You're right. I know. I'm with you. I am with you. I,
I just asked you, do you think it's right now? You ain't say
I,
that, so
I ain't saying that. I need it. I haven't seen. Hold on. Let me pull this up.
yeah.
Pro Bowl selection. Let me look this up, man, because before I answer the question, I haven't seen the whole selection. Um,
Yeah, but see, before I even see the selection, it's like, okay, how many other people have records like him, a team record like him, that are in the Pro Bowl? So my question again is: are we using the eye test?
hold on.
Do we use the eye test? Yeah, I'm just venting. Go ahead. You do your
Okay,
research. You do your research how you need to. I'm just saying.
so so they all right. They picked three quarterbacks out of the AFC. Who those three quarterbacks is?
Josh Allen, Burrows, and Mahomes. I mean, your boy.
Lamar.
Yeah,
And what's crazy is it's in that exact order.
no doubt about it.
So
Yeah.
who should they left off?
Out of the AFC, you said who should they have left off?
Because they only got three. So who should they left off for Pat Mahomes to get into uh,
Man, he could have
the
been an
Pro
honorary.
Bowl?
He
Hey,
could have been an
based
honorary.
upon stats. I'm just saying, based upon stats.
He could have been an honorary pick, man.
I'm, I'm just saying who Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. So think about that.
I don't think none of them should be left off the list though.
That's what I'm saying. They only picked three. So you know what? Let me go to the MC real quick. Let me look at the MC. NFC, they got Jared Goff,
Okay,
Jaden Daniels, and Sam Darnold.
of course, that's right.
That I mean, I'll be honest with you, Mark. Like if you look at the NFL right now, man, it's been a lot of great quarterback play this year. A lot of
Well,
great quarterback.
and I'm gonna tell you too. One thing too in the NFL, there's been a lot of quarterbacks who've had like resurgence in their career. Your Jared Goffs, your Baker Mayfields. You know what I'm saying? These quarterbacks, these type of quarterbacks here
Sam
who
Darnold.
Sam
Sam.
Darnold, exactly. People who maybe been down before but are back up now.
Yep.
So I mean that's the great thing. We're definitely seeing that people take off at this point in time. So it definitely has been. It's been a lot of good play,
Yeah. Yeah.
quarterback play,
Uh,
which is great.
and I tell you the NFC running backs: Saquon Barkley, Jamar Gibbs, and Josh Jacobs. I mean that's correct. I mean, Josh Jacobs, bro. I mean, people ain't been paying attention. I mean, they paying attention to Green Bay, but not really paying attention to Green Bay because they not a huge market. But Jamar Gibbs, but that man been running the ball.
He
That
just
man
scored.
was get away from Vegas, man.
He just scored a touchdown every game. He think he had almost a 400. I don't know how many it is, but he just putting up numbers. And and
Yeah.
two out of those three backs you named, guess what they went to? Roll Tide.
Hey, I mean, so the AFC running backs is Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, and Jonathan Taylor.
Mm, yeah,
What you thinking about the Jonathan Taylor?
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I do it. I do it. I do it. I do it.
I mean, he's a good back, but
I mean, he been balling this year, but the Colts is not. They struggling this year, man. They struggling this year. Um, I'm
the
trying to
top
look at.
three AFC backs.
I'm gonna look at. I'm trying to look at his. He got 1254 right now. He got 1254.
That's good.
Yeah, he got 1254. The Colts is just not a dominant team this year, man. So I mean,
Yeah, he been a silent assassin.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He might be. I don't know what his contract situation look like. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you know what I mean. I love picking on. I'm love picking on the Cowboys, but they got to fix the hell out their roster, boy.
Yeah, man, of course. But you got to want to fix the roster. You know,
Right.
you got to Jerry just got to want to fix it. And
Yeah.
I hope the Eagle fans wearing him out at the stadium the other week.
Oh yeah. Oh
I hope
yeah.
they put a
But
little
that's
sign up out.
hey, Mark. You know me because you seen me do it. You first had seen me do it. I would leave that situation.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
bro,
I
I
do that.
can't take it. Hey, what happened when the Jordan Dog beat Auburn, man? What I tell him, I'm back on the road, bro.
Yeah, I called you. I called you and say, man, come on, let's go get a beer. I know you down in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Let's go to the bar and get a beer. It's all right, man. Hey, man, the boy said, "No, hey, man, I'm back on the road. I'm heading to North Carolina." The game just ended, man. That boy was out of there.
I can't take it, bro.
He was
Hey,
out of
and they got them. They press boxing. They ain't got no glass in it, bro. Hey, man, put some glass up here. I'm out of here, man. Hey, bro, I watch this somewhere else. They
there.
will beat the dog breaks out of them, man. Good gracious, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope they put a little fire up on them, man. Definitely after this year, we, I remember the years we were going. We went 3 years. We were 8-8. The Cowboys.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that. I was like, man, we can't. I can't have another year like this. And I think we went like 4 and something out of that. But we not even 8-8. Well, hopefully we win Sunday and be 8-8. I mean, well, no, we can't be 8-8. We 7-9 right
Mm-mm,
now. So,
mm-mm.
but I mean, we having a bad year. Definitely a terribly bad year. We definitely have to do some reconstruction this off season, man. I'm tell you what, man. Hey, if they don't do some major reconstruction this off season, hey,
I mean, to be
you're gonna
honest,
see a lot. You're gonna see a lot going on from the Cowboy Nation. Man.
I say this, Mark. I look at it. I mean, I already told you, man. Cowboys won't win the Super Bowl unless Jerry Jones is dead and gone. That I mean, that I know that for a fact happened. But for the build a roster, nobody with the last name Jones should be building that roster.
Not at all.
Like that's be for real. Nobody with the last name Jones should be building the Cowboys roster.
He just doesn't. He doesn't understand
He's
football
still thinking that
analysis.
I need to be. He's still this. I mean, he's still trying to build a roster like he back in 1995.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever he's doing or thought process is definitely not working at this
Yeah,
point. It all needs to be thrown out and real simple. Yeah, he's definitely not using the right mind frame as far as attacking free agency on the draft. None of that because we're not picking the right people, the right players. We're not putting the right pieces to the puzzle to lead and go forward. I mean, it's terrible to be a Cowboy fan and sit back and watch because you watch the rich get richer. You know what I'm saying? You watch the NFC. You keep watching the Chiefs. Game
yeah.
the top players in and out. You know what I'm saying? You watch them get star receivers in and out. You watch. Derrick Henry go to the Ravens.
Yeah,
It's
he
like
didn't even give him a phone call. Like, God,
man,
dog, you got his number, man.
it's
I mean,
crazy. It's crazy.
then look at the Texans. Look how much young talent they built there. Then
Oh,
look
so
what they got.
fast.
I
So
mean,
fast.
you could have got Stephon Diggs. His brother is your quarterback.
Yeah,
Like it's just little stuff like that. And you can't say the salary cap because that was before you gave Dak Prescott all that money, which you should have gave him money 2 years ago when you want to be in the hole like he is right now.
yeah. Yeah, Dak gonna have to he gonna have to reach
He gonna have
he should be gone.
to
Yeah, he should be gone, but I know they're not
it
gonna
ain't
be
gonna happen.
ready. No,
It ain't gonna
but he gonna have to restructure that contract just like Deshaun Watson did today.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because there's no way
I
you
mean,
not produce.
Deshaun Watson have no choice because because Cleveland,
he don't.
well, I can tell you right. I don't know what type of security he got because he got to have security. He got to have security. You got. He can't even go in Cleveland to have a doggone fast food. He can't go to McDonald's and say I want a double cheeseburger. With, you know what I mean? He can't just, bro. They might spit in your food, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it's bad, bro. He can't show his face nowhere around that, man.
yeah. I'm sure he's changed his name to Bruce Wayne because he is in a bat cave somewhere. No doubt about it.
Hey, good, bro. He cannot do it. So he got to. I mean,
Yeah,
it got to be a team friendly deal. You see, I mean, doggone Jerry Jones. If you'd have paid attention to what the Chiefs did, they didn't procrastinate about Pat Mahomes. Obviously, he got 2 Super Bowls, but what they did, they gave him a buttload of money, but they structured it a way where it's not so salary cap intense, and they gave him that long 10-year deal. Not telling you to give Dak Prescott no 10-year deal,
no,
but
no.
it's ways to do it. It's ways to, you know what I mean? Like
But you know what, Patrick Mahomes, he wanted that deal that way
yeah,
to save money. You know what I'm saying, to
yeah,
pay players. He wanted to structure that way. You know, he wasn't like that. You know, pay me what I'm owed. You know, and then pay
yeah,
me now. It's my money. I want it now. Type thing. You know, so it's a selfish, you know, vibe over the
yeah,
organization. I
yeah.
mean, from the top down. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna take some real serious, like I say, reconstruction going on, man.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It does. It does. Hey, Mark, you know what, man? Folk, I know, I know, we're supposed to end this, man, but I want to. Let's talk about NIL and NFL, man, and how me and you was talking about this, man. How this gonna work? Since we already talking about salary caps and stuff like that, man. So you look at it, the way that NIL is working, and obviously, it's just like everything else. It's just like life. Each year is going to go up and go up and go up and go up. You know what I mean? So to the point where, like, you look at the new freshman from Michigan, he signed us. I think what is 6 million a year. He supposed to be getting NIL money.
Six or nine, one of them. 6 or 9, one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, one
yeah,
of them.
yeah. It like most quarterbacks this year was getting 1 to 2 million. Now, next year, now remember, just like just like NFL, you don't want to be the first one to sign because the next one coming behind you're gonna get a bigger
Yep.
deal because he's basing your money off of you. So now
Mhm.
look at NIL money. This top freshman just got 6 million 5 star. The next 5 star next year, what he's gonna be asking for probably 7 or 8. It's gonna go up. So now what me and you was talking about as far as the salary cap and how these rookies are getting paid NFL because now it might be a shortage of people declaring for the drafts in the next few years. They say, you know what, instead of my junior year, even though I should be going junior year, I'm gonna make more money in, off of NIL in college than I'm gonna make my first 2 years in the NFL. Why should I jump this year? So let's talk about that, man. What you think about like how the NFL got to adapt to that because they obviously they get voted by the NFLPA each year what the salary cap is based upon the revenue. I mean, they own every streaming platform except Hulu. You know what I
Right.
mean? So let's talk about it, man. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's going to have to be a drastic change come soon, one of these years, and it's going to have to be very soon for them to keep up at this point in time. Because, like you said, you going from one to 2 million to 7 million to
Yep.
9 million. It's jumping fast. You know,
Yep.
at this point in time, and like I was saying, you know, I don't know how organization, NFL organization, solely NFL team can keep up with the college. You see what I'm saying? Because they have big pools to pull from. They have a pool that they have where they collect the money, and they have like collectives. So
Yep.
it's like two different, you know,
Way
avenues
to
of income.
pay
Right.
players.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So I don't, either the NFL, like I said, they're gonna have to step up and change the income, you know, as far as what they're issuing out to players, or they're gonna. I think they're gonna start tanking as far as like you know what I'm saying. Like you said, players, nobody's hesitant to go to the draft anymore. You know, they're not rushing to go to the draft. Well, they will be hesitant to go to the draft. They won't
Yeah,
be rushing to go to the
you hear
draft.
more about draft
Yeah,
reports than people declaring to go to the NFL draft.
yeah, and the longer the seasons get, definitely with the college, they already. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but they've been talking about 18 team playoffs now at this point in time. But right, of course, but it's the talk. It's the talk of it right now, though. You know that they do it. But, it's so much surrounding it. So
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, just think if even if it was 18 team playoff, think what that would do to the NFL. And viewership is gonna go down. They were already mad. We were already talking about it. And you brought up the point. They were already mad about
by the
them
12,
by the
because it,
swing
it's,
season.
it's stepping on the NFL normal schedules.
Right, right. They were already mad about it. So I mean, like I said,
But
they
then
gonna definitely have to get
NFL,
some.
but then NFL, hey, you mad at college football for extending their playoffs and stepping on the NFL. But hell, NFL, y'all stepped on the NBA because y'all weren't playing on Christmas.
They show it, but
It was
but
on the NBA playing on Christmas.
they weren't playing on Black Friday either.
Yeah,
I think they trying to make up. They feel the pressure. They
yeah,
definitely feel the pressure right now at this point in time that's coming. So I mean, and they're trying to make more revenue by doing that, putting those games out like that. Yeah, but that's not going to be the only way. You're going to have to up these salaries for these players
yeah.
because
It's crazy, man, because like I think Jalen Milroe from Alabama, he was the first person I seen say officially as like an underclassman. He's not a senior. He said I'm declaring for the draft. Like actually, Travis Hunter is a junior. I think he's eligible, but it's no reason for him to stay. Prime won't go like. Even though I guarantee he can get whatever dollar he want if he want to stay at Colorado. But it was like, hey, it's time, man. It's like, bro, you done enough. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
right now,
it's crazy
like,
because
if you get a million, if you right now, because you already know Mark, like people advise you like, hey, this is what you look at in the draft. You know what I mean? Towards the end of the year, like, hey, you're looking like, and I mean, the scouts are saying you're looking at about a third, fourth round, or fifth round. If you are making $1 million in NIL money at college, and you're looking at the third or fourth round,
I'm not going.
you're not finna make that $1 million.
Not at all.
You're gonna make league memo with a roster bonus.
And I'm not going. I'm not going to the NFL. I'm not rushing to go.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you might well go ahead and then you know what I mean. Do because you're gonna pay more taxes. You're paying more taxes in NFL than you are in college with NIL because and when I say about paying more tax, I ain't talking about federal and state. You remember in NFL they got to pay job tax too.
Right. For each state they play in.
Yep, they got to pay a job tax and they got to pay a state. They pay state taxes. They almost get double due. They got to pay their current state then whatever the game plan at. So then they got to pay that job tax. Then
Yeah.
they got to pay something into the insurance fund for the NFLPA. So it's a whole bunch of stuff they pay, but you're not paying it to all that when you're NIL collect.
Right. Right. You get ripped off.
Yeah.
So
So if you're projected to go anywhere past the third round, if you're looking at fourth round, bro, you might as and you're a sophomore or junior, you might as ride out to your senior year, man.
But that's not going to even be a problem now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because that's what people are going to be doing. The game, man, it's still early in the game, so you're going to see so many changes come. You're gonna see more players requesting time to come back to college for fifth and sixth years,
Yeah.
7 year. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're going to see that happening. You
We,
might even see people, start taking. If I get an injury in the fourth game, I'm already put mine in the request for another year. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna see
Mark,
that.
and then we ain't even talk. We ain't even scratching the surface, Mark. What we talked about, what happened with the new JUCO rule that just came about.
Right. There you go.
So,
That's
so
the
now,
key right
so
there.
now you leave high school, go straight to a JUCO at 18, 19 years old. Then you come in because those years don't count no more. You coming in as a freshman at a Power Five school at 20, 21 years old, and you gonna be playing to about 25 years old,
Yep, because it don't count. It don't count against your
and making
NCAA
money.
year.
because
Yep.
now you prove yourself at JUCO. And if you got good stats or great stats at JUCO, you already about to land $1 million deals going into NIL at a Power Five school.
You're gonna walk right into $1 million deal at a Power Five school, no doubt about it. Yep. That's gonna be the new. That's gonna be the new wave. Like I said, there you go, right there. As far as like the extra years that kids
Yeah,
get, and that's true. Like I said, you gonna start seeing older college football players because I mean that's the way the game is changing at this point in time. I
yep.
mean, like I said, it's so much money that's coming from everywhere with this at this point in time. Travis Hunter, they said he didn't even touch. They said he's not even touching his collective money. You know,
No,
he's paying
he's not
10,
collecting
15
NIL.
players. He's
He not
paying
collecting
10.
he all the NIL money. He was paying the other players NIL money because he's making sponsorship money.
He's making so much. That's
So
that's
so
that's
I
that's
that
mind.
that's why I brought up what I told you. I said, man, hey man, bro, this right here is about to slow up the talent, not get rid of it because people gonna be here seniors, but this is about to slow up the talent that's going to the NFL.
No, that's real. And so just think about it. The NFL can actually be watered down because
Yeah,
it's like they're going to have to lean on other players that may not be that talented to play their games.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You got somebody who's playing a linebacker or a position, and he's decent, but your team is really waiting on this 5 star that's
Yep.
coming out of college, who's making 10 million.
Man, I think the but almost I think the star rank is about to go away.
I don't think that ever go
I,
away.
I think it is, man. I'm starting hearing talks about it. Um, and the reason why because of that JUCO. Because right now, if you already know this, I mean, even before this JUCO rule is, if you to get to a Power Five school, if you're not at least a 4 star and a 5 star, you're not even going to a D1 school.
Right. Well, I mean, it basically
And
it's only for high school students.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the
Right.
star rate. That's what I'm
Right.
talking about. So
Right.
now those, if it get to a point where it's almost gonna be like either you're a 4 star, 5 star, the 1, 2, and 3s don't even matter no more. Those don't even now. Why even have a star ranking?
Right. I
You
mean,
get what I'm saying?
right, but I mean, at the same time, what they can do is, like I was saying, they can take the Cam Ward route. If you're a 1 or 2 star,
Yeah.
go to like I said, he went to Incarnate Ward, then he went to Washington State to Miami. So you just gonna have to take that path. And
It should have been Auburn, but I'm not going to even talk about Mr. Hugh Freeze
yeah,
that
yeah,
got to pay $1 billion to get Cam Ward, and we, well, yeah,
good job, Hugh Freeze. We appreciate you. It just now look how dumb that sounds now, like $1 million. What?
Wait, see,
Like
and that's how fast the landscape changed.
exactly,
Because last year he was like, I
exactly.
don't want to pay $1 million. Now,
6, 7. What you mean? That's chump change. And it was
hey,
chump change
hey, you
last.
an SEC school and
It
a
was chump
Power
change
Five
last.
school, bro,
It was chump
and you
change
talking about
last.
you don't want to pay. Now,
Exactly. Exactly.
right now, bro, you gotta. Hey, they finna come ask for 3 to 4. What you gonna
Exactly.
tell them? No. Next year they're gonna be asking for 5 to 6. What you gonna tell them? No. You'll never get better.
But you know what they're gonna do? Who has the manager? Bill Belichick now.
Bill
That's
Belichick,
the
and then
general.
remember Stafford because what's yep.
Right. They finna take it out of Hugh Freeze's hand. These coaches' hand, they're gonna take it out. They're like, you messing us up. Cause
Yep.
you just coach. You just do the coaching. Let
Yep.
us worry about the money.
So, I mean, and to be honest with you, so I had this discussion with a couple of people. I think about 1 or 2 people about Bill Belichick. How do you feel about it? You know, I'm in North Carolina. So what you thinking about this Bill Belichick thing? How you going? I said for the first part of it, if my son was able to go play for Bill Belichick, 100% you gonna play for him. I no doubt about it. Because first of all, no matter what the money is, that IQ gonna be right. You're gonna
100%.
have football IQ. And
No
and,
doubt about
and Bill Belichick built teams. Think about it, he ain't win a Super Bowl with Randy Moss.
it.
That's
Right.
one top two, top three greatest wide receivers ever. He didn't win a Super Bowl with them.
Right.
You know how to win and how to build a roster. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first piece. The second piece is he's already dealt with the GM and piece how to pay people, how to build rosters on money
Mm-hmm.
because you've been a long term professional athlete. I mean
Right.
professional coach. So now the college landscape is trying to catch up to that. That's why
Mm-hmm.
your Nick Sabans. He's like, you know what? That's what really probably burnt him out. Like he was already probably getting tired, but he enjoyed coaching. But now you add that financial piece to it, and he probably already seen the landscape. Like, damn, I'm going to have to get a GM to handle this bull crap. You know what I mean? Like he was like, this is too much. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm stepping away from just like the Miami basketball coach. He said, man, look where we ended up last year. He said we had a great team. He said we fell a little short, but we was deep in the doggone in the tournament. Then right after that, I got seven players hit the transfer portal. I asked him what I do wrong. He said, man, they said, no, coach, you're great. Why hit the transfer portal? So now he said, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and hey, if you don't adapt during the time, you're gonna fall behind.
I mean,
So
but
they doing the right
you look
thing.
at how old he is. You know, he's in the 70s. Nick
Right.
Saban in the 70s. You've
Yeah.
been coaching for 40 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now you're like,
You're doing the right thing. Step
you know
down.
what it's like I gotta, you know what I mean? It ain't even football. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like you look at college football and professional football. It's you gotta enjoy it. You gotta be able to adapt to it. But that's why you rarely see too many coaches. You obviously see it, but you don't see too many coaches going back and forth between college and NFL because it's different, completely different.
Right. And that's why I think Bill Belichick, he's coming back into, is basically into an environment he knows of.
Yeah, yeah,
He's all too well
yeah,
familiar with at
yeah.
this point in time.
And a lot of the rules are changing to NFL rules.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And I mean, and he's coming with a lot of the people who was with him there too.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So a lot of it is already taken off of his plate. You know what I'm saying? So he still has to just coach, basically.
yeah, yeah,
He doesn't have to worry
yeah.
about too much of of the outside, world going on, or the outside, paying players and what have you. So like I said, it's just a tip of the iceberg as of right now. But the aspect of the game is changing. You're going to see everybody's going to have a general manager in
But
3 years.
but you know what? Like when I say about the rules piece, you remember it was Bill Belichick came out and said it. He was like, it was coaches contacted me asking, "Hey, can we talk to? We have a lot of questions because a lot of the rules, like football rules, are changing to more the NFL. Like, look at it, the 2 minute timeouts in the
Right.
second and the fourth quarter.
Right.
They're like, what do you do during that time period? Like, how do you handle it? How do you scheme for that? Because that, I mean, for us, if you look at like the normal fan, they're like, oh, you just get a break. No, it's things that you got to prepare for it. Like, if you're on offense, how do you milk that clock knowing you got a 2 minute conversion? I mean, 2 minute coming up. Like, it's
Yeah.
just a lot of things that mindset had to change.
Extra time out. No doubt
Yeah,
about it. No doubt
yeah,
about it. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot that goes
yeah.
into it. Yeah. Yeah. So like you said, man, it's just a tip of the it's just a tip of the iceberg as of right now. So much stuff is going to change over the next. I mean, every year you're gonna see so many changes
Yeah,
come about because we're so fresh into it. It's like a new baby
yeah.
as of right now. Who do you think is offering Quinn Ewers? And see, this is exactly now. Tell
Oh,
everybody about the Quinn
I can
Ewers.
tell you, I can tell
Tell
you who.
tell everybody what's going on. And this is another reason why people are not running to the draft.
What? So I ain't gonna say. I mean, it's all. I mean, it's all over like the analysts, but they haven't came out and spoke about it because remember, technically, you can't get offered anything till you get into the transfer portals. But it's speculations and it's coaches, schools saying that if he was to come to us, we'll pay him X amount of dollars. Those names hasn't been revealed, but I can name you one. I can tell you one of them that probably said that.
Roll
Who do you
tide.
think?
Roll tide.
Nope.
I hope so. I'm hoping it is.
Nope.
No
It's one of
doubt.
the teams. It's one of the teams that just lost.
Georgia,
Oregon.
I could definitely see that too. Yep, because their quarterback is leaving.
Yep.
I can definitely see that.
Yep.
Yep, yeah. But
Think think
I can
about
see both
think
schools.
about
That's
how
what I'm saying, though.
they'll get. Remember how they got Bo Nix from Auburn, where he went there. You know what I mean? He was done. He wanted to hit a transfer port anyway, but he was under that graduation rule, right? No, no,
Right.
no. It's
No,
the,
no, no. Yeah, well, I know. I think he might have
I,
been.
I think he graduated too. Then
Yeah,
he went
yeah,
over.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
but they between I think it's two schools. I think it's them, and I think it's Oklahoma.
So, if one, if you're able to play the field, just imagine what you could do.
If he
Because if I could pin one school against another one with
so
my
so
NIL, then
I mean, to
I'm
be honest with you, man, I mean, if you look at the Sarkeesian system, he's in a great system. He's in a quarterback friendly system. He's in a system that a quarterback should be able to show their skill set. He, but you're getting a lot of pressure because we already seen not a doggone preview, not a little peak of Manny. No, we got some games under man, and this month for real. No, we
yeah,
good. We He's better than you. We just sticking with you because you stuck with us. But we see what Manny got. You know what I mean? So and after this year, bro, we ready to move on because why that name alone, Manny also about to bring more money to the school.
right, right. That's
More
true.
money into the NIL. You know what I'm saying? So he's a more of a household name.
Yeah, so I mean, we definitely are
So
going to see.
when Ears would start having issues when he came back off that injury, he wasn't playing like him. It was like something off. His draft stock started dropping. And it's been dropping all year. Not like plummeting, but just been dropping like, hey, he about a third round, fourth round. Oh, there's schools out there talking about they pay me 5-6 million.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me go make this money. Cause y'all, if I'm a quarterback, I'm gonna make 1 million. He gonna make the. I think right now the NFL minimum is I think like five now, 500,000. So he'll get probably 500,000 with a $100,000 bonus. He'd be lucky to hit 600, seven
Yeah,
hundred.
yeah, and it's tough. Like I said, this is it's a once in a lifetime type of situation having Arch Manning behind you, and
Oh
and
yeah,
the
that's a
pressure
lot of
that
pressure.
comes with it.
That's a
Right,
lot
exactly.
of pressure.
That comes with it. So I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, he definitely he could leave, and like you said, he could definitely go to another program, and let Arch just take over there, and
yep.
he can blossom in another program, just like every other quarterback that's went to an Oregon, and I can definitely see Oregon because that's what Oregon, that's what they're known for,
And,
getting
and,
those
and,
quarterbacks.
and you already know they got the Nike money.
Yeah,
They
exactly,
Nike
exactly.
said, "Don't even worry about the bill."
Exactly. I mean, Nike, they don't even need Oregon doesn't even need a collective because the world is paying their collective.
I just need somebody, a friend of mine's son, or somebody to go like get a scholarship from Oregon. And I just want to just make sure that hey, when you negotiate a deal, can I be a part of this?
Yeah.
Because you're missing a key piece of this negotiation. Yeah, the money's gonna be right, but I need about 50 pair of exclusive Jordans. I
Already,
I don't I need
already,
exclusive. Like
already,
you already know that's gonna be worth something. I need
already.
I need exclusives. The,
Mhm.
the Oregon exclusives. You know what I mean? Like, hey, just like UNC. Bill Belichick, yeah, Coach Belichick, I would love to come play for you. How much you offering? Yes. I'm happy with the money. But also, let's talk about this Jordan deal. Let's talk about this Jordan deal. But
Yeah,
but Mark, man, hey, this was another great episode, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We got
man.
NFL tomorrow, like we talked about, man. But I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed
Always,
it. I
always. You know,
enjoyed
we can do this all day long, man.
it. Yeah,
Always.
man. Yeah, man. So, man, I'm gonna leave you the closing words, bro.
Yeah, man. We definitely appreciate everybody. You know, coming in and enjoying this time with us. You know, talking sports.
Yep.
Definitely chime in anytime, and always keep coming back. We'll definitely continue to deliver the news
Yep.
of what's going on. We're definitely in basketball season right now. You see the
Or
teams
even,
that we're wearing,
oh,
Roll Tide,
yeah.
and
Hey,
and that orange and blue team that he has on. So you
y'all,
know,
if y'all want to see a show on a basketball court, tune in to Auburn University.
or you want to see a show in the airplane. Tune in to Auburn. So they fighting on the plane. They don't have no discipline. They fighting on the planes. It's crazy.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey, we were about that life, man. We pull up in your trap, take over that trap. That's what we do, man.
I hear you, Kirk Cousins. But yeah, man, definitely. Like I said, it's basketball season, so we've definitely transitioned from football to basketball now. Both of our teams, you know, they definitely didn't do anything in football this year, so it's definitely on the basketball, and we both have top 10 teams in the game right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so yeah, I definitely keep an eye open for them. The women basketball, they've been balling. They've
Boy,
been
that been
going
wild.
hard right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Hey,
definitely
hey,
keep an eye
man,
on them.
and my two favorite players, Malaysia Fuwali and Juju.
And Juju, yes, no doubt
Boy,
about it.
Juju got everything on the basketball court, bro.
Yeah,
When I
she
say
do.
everything, man, she can do whatever she want to on that basketball court.
Yeah, she is, man. I mean, it's so many ballers out there right now. For real in women's basketball. I mean,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Paige Beckers to UConn to Hidalgo and Notre Dame.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, LSU still have their ballers too.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
so it's
yep,
definitely going to be a good year of basketball.
yep.
Yeah, but we appreciate everybody once
Hey,
again. Definitely
I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a great evening.
take care.